It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Cafe studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome. There you go.
Fan participation. Have you seen I got my own little jingle bell here?
Who's got the bigger bell?
Bigger bell?
You know, they
Freddie's
say
Does size matter?
does
Honestly,
matter,
but
baby.
who really has the power, baby?
Yeah, I can't argue
That's
that.
all I can tell you.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to our midday show. And I'm trying to get this right because we did our morning drive, nookie, naki, niki, whatever the hell it was.
Breakfast Nook,
Breakfast Nook.
sponsored by Healing Moments. Was today.
Sponsored by Dunkin' Dunn. Yes,
Healing Moments with Tracy.
Yes, she was on here. She was a good sport, and we talked about healing.
Um,
And here you are this afternoon. We're going to be talking about business venues and how to promote your business and everything else. I have my good friend Jeff on the set. But I just want to let people know, I want to thank you for sharing out the show. This week has been a madhouse.
It has been a madhouse.
Yeah, and the numbers are reflecting.
Did you see what happened this morning? I had to go take a little. I put myself in timeout. Did you see that?
No, what you
Thank you
doing?
for being so respectful of it. I sat in Hector's office, and I had to get some work done.
I'm going to tell you something.
I had to take a little time
All
out.
of us met
I
over
heard.
here because Jeff was doing his podcast.
Yes.
All of us met over here, and everybody's talking very low. You didn't hear what we said. What's wrong with Dawn? Is Dawn okay? What? We thought you had some kind of medical emergency, and you went into Hector's office.
I had
Even
phone
Hector,
calls to make.
Even Hector was sick.
Someone's got to keep this business afloat, you know, booking
really?
guests, making phone
Ah,
calls.
so me and Jeff are like chopped liver,
You
aren't
and
we?
Jeff were just hanging, doing a podcast. No, you were doing a whole production side of it. We got another set of crew doing editing for Kids in Capes, which airs on Monday. I sat on another side of the studio to try and make some phone calls.
Well, the radio station has something cooking, so I had to take care of that.
So just a lot of moving parts. But that's all part of having a production house.
Fuego was online doing their show.
Exactly.
Jeff was doing his podcast, and Teddy was. But you get up. You don't say nothing. You just get up.
What should I say? Oh, excuse me, I have to go to work?
No, you sit and do it there, or you let us know. Listen, I got to make a phone call. You tell us something, Dawn. We're not magicians.
You just got to come take a look and see. But
I'm
I
gonna tell
did
you,
find a
I'm
bottle of
gonna
wine for
smack you with my
humanity.
rubber glove.
I did find an open bottle of wines for humanity sitting back in the office that I just had to taste test a few
Oh,
of
is
them.
that what it is? You went and got drunk?
I went and had a few taste tests.
Is that what it
was?
was?
11:30 someplace. But I made a phone call to a woman I met at Moby Pop's event a couple months ago, Jessica Kaplan, and I invited her on the show, and she has a young medical professionals group. She's going to be joining us next week. The reason she couldn't even finish the phone call today is because her parents were scheduled to go on this cruise ship for their 40th wedding anniversary, one of the Princess lines, where someone apparently passed away from the coronavirus. The ship
On
is
the ship?
On the ship. The ship is now quarantined in the ocean. Her parents were supposed to go to Hawaii. So since they're not going to Hawaii and they're not going on the ship
From California?
from California, that all these arrangements have to be canceled and rearranged, and she thought her parents were going to be on vacation for 3 weeks. Well, no, not. So I guess, they're back home, staying with her for, I guess, the next 3 weeks. So we're going to find out more information, hopefully bring them on the show next week to see really what's going on in the travel agency.
We're bringing somebody whose family died of coronavirus
They
on the show?
didn't go on the ship because the ship's in California. They were supposed to leave tomorrow.
Did they go to California or no?
No, they're here.
California has been declared a state of emergency.
You know the best part of that? They're very close to Napa Valley.
What the hell does that mean?
They can drink a lot. Teddy's in.
There you go.
If only, Teddy, can you please put up camera 3 for you? Because I would like everyone to see the protective gear that our producer has going on, and she is fine. She's got her airbiotics.
No, put it back up and look at the camera. Now look at the camera. Do you know who you remind me of?
I'm scared to ask.
You remember Mortal Kombat?
Oh, no, that's a good one.
Fight! Remember Mordecai?
I will accept that 100%.
Remember that fight?
Yes.
It was a video game too.
And we've got Baymax sitting on top of the encoder, cleaning all of our surfaces. See that?
Hit the eyeball.
He's cleaning everything.
No, he's not.
And that's the Airbiotics. What that is, that's probiotics for the air. It covers your surface with a healthy microbiome.
Now, Jeff is on the set. Don't feel offended that when you walk in, we turn on all of our gear. It's not like we mean anything by it.
I really wasn't worried, to be honest.
You weren't worried?
No, I wore deodorant today.
If anyone that worries working with us, if you see what we actually do in a day, and this morning, if you have not seen our morning show production, check out our 9 a.m. show, because with 7 minutes to spare, I walked in and I said, can we change the set? And they did. Teddy was on set. We had Gene working with us. We changed the set. We were on the stage in the theater, because I think every show should have a different set, a different backdrop. That was the vision moving in here, so you know what? An idea only comes to fruition when you actually make it happen.
Well, I don't mind doing it, but with 7 minutes to go, it's not really the typical.
But they did it.
Yes.
And now tomorrow, you want to add a second camera, change the set, a few more logos and graphics in the back, maybe
Yes.
put some flowers out. I think it's a great idea. That's the whole idea of being in this amazing theater.
Yes. And the nice thing about what happened this morning is that Tracy got to experience something a little bit different. Look, I'm watching you. What is wrong with Facebook? Got to watch a little bit something different. And we were able to experiment and learn how to move things around.
And here is our question of the day. One man's situation is another woman's opportunity.
That's not a question. That's a comment. But okay.
That was our comment of the day. So give us a call, 888-994-4995. Let us know of your situations or opportunities, because one idea, one situation can be maybe a problem to you and maybe a wonderful opportunity to me. I'm just saying,
That's 'cause
she got to watch the nooks and crannies of you and me go back
That's
and forth.
because I was freaking out this morning over something that was going on at another place, and the music was too loud. We had to send somebody to lower it, and they thought I was freaking. I wasn't freaking. That was just a point of interest,
And we took care of it.
and it was taken care of.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll
Opportunity.
settle for that.
Opportunity knocks, and we took care of that.
I will settle for that.
Good.
But anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
I also want to thank, because we have an event on March 12th. I want to point this out because we didn't do it that well this morning. March 12th, we only have 4 tickets left because we had to pull 2 more. So we got only 4 left. The alleged number they told me was going to be about 3,000 people are coming to the event on March 12th. And it does have a roof, so rain or shine. So you can see the Rolling Stones band. No, what is it? Rolling Stones cover band.
Tribute band. Oh, wait, sorry.
Tribute
I
band.
zoned for a moment.
Rolling Stones tribute band.
You're so fascinating.
And
to
it
me.
is free parking everywhere. It's free. Don't pay for the parking. And you must bring a seat.
Okay, can we clarify this, please? Free parking is in the garages. If you
Yes.
park on the streets of Meisner Park, you will get a parking ticket if you do not pay at the meter. Don't say Freddie told you not to pay. The parking garages are free at Meisner Park. Street parking is paid by meter. There's the toll, there's the numbers on the spaces. You just got to put your credit card in and pay the city of Boca for that. But parking in the garages is free.
It's free. So you can park in the garage.
Or you can send Freddie a parking ticket.
No, don't send me none. And the important thing is that there are no seats provided. This is a non-seat event. You have to bring your own beach chair.
And no blankets.
And don't bring a blanket because they will confiscate the blanket and you'll be standing.
But the exciting part about this whole event, it's thousands and thousands of people to network with. So this is where I think, and I hope Gen G is watching, our Moby Pop can come in so effectively, because who's going to carry 3,000 business cards around?
Nobody.
But I think our Moby Pop,
You could do it
with
just
an
with the
SMS
phone.
text campaign or our airdropping,
Well,
we can
like
just
you
send
with
it
the
out
words.
to everybody.
SMS campaign.
I actually need to ask her a question, because I get these random text messages on my phone. I found out she betas my phone number for some of our text messaging, but I didn't know who it was. And she says, oh yeah, that wasn't supposed to work that way. So I just got another one, Gen G, or if you're watching, I need to see if that was ours, because that customer service number, I'm not quite sure who that is.
That's funny. Now, there's no outside food because there will be vendor trucks. There's going to be food on the premise, and there is beverage as well. So don't bring your own. It will again be confiscated. You can get there at 4:30, start talking business to business. It's a business networking deal at the beginning till 7 o'clock. And we will be exploring new possibilities. I am going to actually explore a pay-per-view channel not to be used on the 12th. It's going to be our test tube. But on the other 2 events, I want to do a pay-per-view so that you'll be able to see the music, because you can't put it on Facebook, can't put it on YouTube. Even though they're cover bands, the
Copyrighted music.
show will be knocked out. Correct.
So that is March 12th. We'd say give us a call for tickets, because I don't know, we might have to get some more tickets actually.
We'll get some more.
But we're very excited to be working in conjunction with Nostalgic America magazine. They are the print version of all the nostalgia. So many businesses in our community bringing bands and events and pop-up shows to all of our community, and now we get to work with them for the production side, doing video. We're going to be doing our show at 12. We're going to be doing our show again after hours at 4:30. A lot
So
going
you
on.
got morning, midday, and after hours.
We got a lot going on.
That's like 24-hour service. Now, the reason I'm making a big deal about the business to
'Cause it's a big
business
deal.
aspect, it is a big deal. But one of the things I want to talk to, we have Jeff here. As a matter of fact, this is Jeff right here. I kind of like that. Can you see that?
Yes. Promo stuff for you.
That's Jeff. And the neat thing about what Jeff does is all businesses have to be seen. Now, you did a podcast today, and I threw you in there to do that today, and I threw you in there cold to do it today, but I did it for a reason. Audio podcasting, you got to bring it, man. You got to be on your game, and you got to be really, really good to hold that attention span so people are learning something. Video, we get to cheat a little bit because people sort of see the flailing of the arms and the eye contact and things of that nature is a little bit different. But branding is necessary in both aspects. And that's why I'm glad that you're here today, because I want people to understand that when you brand, you should brand correctly, yes?
Absolutely. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money.
That's right. And then people are going to say, it didn't work, I put in this and I put in that. And also the type of branding, right? A lot of people go for those pens. Which are, they get pens and they put a name on there and they say, okay,
Those
this
are
is-
lovely, by the way. You're welcome. I brought those back for you. Those were a gift from your friend Alan Knight last night.
Well, Alan Knight, how's the urban cowboy doing?
He's good. He actually gave me 2 pens to give to you. There's a white one and an orange one, courtesy of
But you
Paradise
see,
Bank.
that's actually a good pen.
This is a good pen. You
That's
see
a
some
good
of the
pen.
stuff. Some of the stuff that people do is
Ridiculous.
mental, man. It's just mental
There's
stuff.
there's no purpose to it except with the exception of it was cheap. The problem is when you give away a cheap pen. I've always said this. When you give away a cheap pen, it doesn't reflect well on you. First of all, it's going to get thrown in the garbage because it's not going to work. And second of all, it's like, oh, this company couldn't afford good pens. Like, why couldn't they give me a decent pen? So you want a good pen. I'm not saying you have to spend a fortune on pens, but
Just make sure it works at least.
yeah, make sure it's a decent pen.
Do you think the products you give away should be reflective of what you do?
100%.
So maybe a
100%.
pen wouldn't be good for us. Maybe a microphone would be better for us.
A
Or
microphone
maybe
pen?
a wand, or maybe
No,
what
I
would
got
brand
the
us?
product of the day.
These books are incredible, right?
I got the product of the day.
But you haven't even put it together.
I show it.
Okay, but you got to at least take
Do
the
you know-
pages out from the
Do you know
cellophane
what
wrap.
happens the moment I put this into play?
No, what happens?
It's going to be missing because
Yeah.
everybody wants this.
Because the
Well, that's-
bubblehead's going to take it.
Yeah,
Everybody's going to take it.
that is my favorite product that I have. It's been on a big upswing. I love that.
Now, the only question I have for you, can you put your company logo on there?
Yeah, see, my company logo is right there.
It
at the
is?
bottom.
But can somebody else's logo go in there?
Yeah.
Or it has to be your
We-
company logo?
No,
Oh, so it could
anybody.
be anybody's.
It could
It
say
can
Brooklyn Cafe.
It can say Brooklyn Cafe. It can say AMP2.
Amp TV, yeah, anything
You see,
doesn't matter.
these, now what I would do is.
Let me see what this is.
I would
Let's
start
explain
ordering.
what this is.
It could say Scale Up Checkup. It could say anything. It could say
That would be
Moby
Lauren
Pop.
Cohen.
It could
Don't
say
drop
Moby
it.
Pop.
I can see you drop
All right,
it.
so this is,
Actually, Lauren did
Let me
buy
get the
some.
paper.
we are going to put this together. It's notebook paper, there's a calendar, all kinds of things on the writing instrument side. But what's really amazing is if you look on the, I feel like I'm in school holding this up. If you look on the inside, it is what, Jeff?
Okay, so that's an 8,000 milliamp battery, which is one of the larger batteries for a charging notebook. And then what you see there is on the left, that's how you charge the battery. You plug it into a USB, excuse me. And then the other side is your adapters. You can use those for a Samsung or an iPhone to charge it. If you're using the book, that's how you'd want to use it. If you're not using the book and you close the book, see where that little battery is? That's your QI charger. So it's a wireless charger.
I was going to ask you that, so I can just put my phone right on top of this and
Yep,
it'll charge
and it'll
it.
charge.
Now, people are asking.
How do
they're
we
asking
charge
if it
this?
has a casing, like mine has a case, will it still charge?
So it will, if the case is too thick, it will not. If it's, like, for example, I have a particular case that's just a little too thick, that, no problem. Like a case
What do
like
we
that.
do with all these wires?
Okay.
Do they charge in the computer?
No, so the wire that you're holding
Here.
now, all right.
I'm going to give it to you so you
Here we
can
go.
explain it.
All right. So this wire, this little wire on the left, this wire
It's like this
is
little
to
pig
charge the battery. So this is the power button. So this charges the battery inside. This one. All right. So when you're not using it, you just put it away. This one, if you're not using, well, there goes my mic. If you're not using the QI charger on the front, then you use this cable to charge your phone, and it works with the new Samsung, and it works with iPhone and the older model, and LGs and other stuff. So this is a three-way adapter. So if you're using it, this is what you're charging it with. If you're not, you're just letting it sit there. It just sits right here.
This is incredible. So I can, because this is charged, if you see, there's green lights on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my phone.
You
to
can
charge.
put your phone on. This way you and I aren't sharing a broken phone cord all the time. And then you can put your logo on it. You can put anything on it.
Yeah.
Notes. It's a great gift. Everyone takes it around. We've got more calendars walking around this place. This
You
way
don't
you always
use
have
it,
it.
Dawn.
That's what I'm saying. No one's using it, but if you
Not
carry
no
it with
one.
you,
You don't. I use it.
Okay, that's the Samsung. That's not the iPhone. Yeah, I use that iPhone.
but if you carry it with you, then you're good to go and you have all
It's
of this
working.
information.
Of course, it's working.
These are all memo notes, pages, dates,
Yeah.
everything you want to take with you. Because if you're like me, which God, I hope you're really not.
I hope not.
You'd have pads of paper all over your office. I have a different pad of paper in every room, and then it's remembering what notes are on what pad of paper. Teddy's shaking her head, yes. Just like I've got one here, there's one in Hector's office. This all is all-in-one, self-contained.
Now wait, there's more.
And wait, there's more.
The magnetic clip,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Go ahead.
the magnetic clip has an 8 gigabyte flash drive on it. So the magnetic clip,
This?
no, that's the whole, that,
Here's one.
yeah. So
That's a flash drive?
Yeah, so pull it off.
Did you know? But wait, there's more.
No, it's the other way. Yeah. Push. No.
Push, pull, podcast
like teaching a
material
child.
for sure. It's like teaching a child. How old are you, Freddie?
7.
Okay, look. So you just pull this off like so, it slides off, and that's an 8 gigabyte flash drive.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Did you have any idea? We
I
had
had
no
no
idea,
idea.
Jeff.
So on mine, so here I have my flash drive and I've got all my artwork, and if I go to a client, I'll take their artwork and put it onto this, and that's it. And then
Freddie,
you
this
saw
is
inside.
so cool. This is
I've
so
got all
much
my
fun.
notes. All my notes.
I think I'm gonna start using this.
This is so much
I'm
fun.
so glad
Look
to
at
hear
this.
that. That's why I gave it to you.
I know
so
that,
you
but
could use
I've
it.
had it since Christmas, and I don't.
I know
I don't
that.
like to open things. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
It still had the wrapper.
I've
Somebody
noticed.
just took the. Thanks a lot, Dawn.
I'm setting it up for you so you can now be
No,
organized.
and this is mine.
Yes, I have
I'm gonna
one.
put my business card.
I
in
have
it.
one.
Yeah,
Jeff
so
gave
you
us
can
both
put your
one.
business cards on the side there, and you can put stuff in there like checks or whatever. I like to put my checks on the side. Anyways,
Jeff gave us both. Oh, this paper's really nice also. It's a
Yeah,
thicker, kind of
yeah.
a shiny paper.
You missed one.
I missed a lot, I know.
Or you missed a lot. There we go.
I know, but this is incredible. And what
that's-
other products do you have? I know you're working with Elena with Austin's fire chief.
so we just bought Tees for Humanity, and so now we're able to do custom T-shirts. So we are working with some charities and nonprofits for fundraising. So we'll do T-shirts on their behalf, and for every shirt, it's so fun to watch Dawn put this together. Let's have another drink and let's do it. No, so we're working with charities and
drinking game.
different organizations,
Stop.
and we'll give back a percentage of the sale from the shirt for their organization. So we're going to sell shirts for Elena, and we're going to give them back X amount of dollars per shirt, and then she can go buy her smoke detectors and all that stuff, fund it, whatever she wants to do, she can do.
Isn't she so lovely? And I love
love
part of
her.
what we get to do is network everyone.
It's-
Because she was here, you were here, and now you're helping her doing some branding for an
yeah.
incredible foundation.
Yeah.
She lost her son in a fire, and no parent should ever, ever go through that. So she has a foundation called Austin's Fire Chief, and now you're helping her brand
Yeah,
this.
and we're also gonna do hats. So we're gonna do hats for her too. So I'm excited.
You love this.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love doing T-shirts. Ask my wife. I've got more T-shirts I know what to do with.
And will you do more than T-shirts? You'll do hats. You do other
T-shirts, hats, sweaters, hoodies, general apparel, like apparel, sweatpants, like apparel.
And we actually talked about, because we're going to be doing our show at the Meisner Park Amphitheater, we need some branding, we need visibility. So Hector is in his office and he's working on some graphics for us for a 10 by 8 or 8 by 10 step
yeah.
and repeat
So we're going to do your step and repeat.
behind us. So, and with the poles and everything that we're able to hang them on, it's adjustable, so we can use it here for step and repeat and full height. We can use it on camera, lower the graphics a little
Yep,
bit on the adjustable poles.
Yep.
That's incredible.
So yeah, so we're doing all that, and I love Elena's great. Unfortunately, it's a bad story, and but we're gonna help raise some money for her, and the Awe Network, which is it's a foundation for, and I'm gonna mess this up a little bit, but essentially what they do is they offer scholarships to young women entrepreneurs to help get them computers or tuition or whatever. So we're doing something for them too. So I had my graphic designer, Andrea. She's designed some shirts and whatnot. So we're going to put that stuff up for her, too.
Which is fantastic. And you're working on some logos for the New Dawn Theater and our
Yep.
AMP2 TV sign out front on the building. Got a lot of things cooking here, Freddie.
This is really working.
He's an Of course it works. I sold it.
This is really.
Feel it now that it's set up.
I'll get you
I'm
one.
taking it with
Teddy,
me.
I'll get you one.
This is really
love Teddy.
cool.
And the flash drive, this is incredible. I had no idea.
8 gigabytes, which is huge. That's
Wow.
a big flash drive.
What does something like this retail for?
Okay, so so it's based on quantity. So you have to go order a minimum of 10. You can go as high as you want. They start at a 10 quantity at $59.99. Actually, they're $64.99. But if you call me off today's show, I'll do it for $59.99.
And that's
And
with your
free
logo on it.
With your logo on it, debossed. It's debossed in the bottom corner.
Will you do individual ones? So say I wanted to give it to you as a holiday gift and put promo stuff for you. I wanted to give it to someone as a graduation present with their name on it. Or are there
no.
quantities of ordering with the
Yeah, you
minimum?
have to order.
Okay.
It has to be one thing.
From your
otherwise,
business.
Otherwise, see, our manufacturers, anytime you change graphics, they charge a setup fee.
Well, this is an incredible setup, though. The
Yeah.
embossing on it. How you doing over there, Freddie?
I'm setting up my office. This is freaking incredible.
What do you do when you get new
It's only been
equipment?
sitting here since December.
Are you having fun playing with your toys?
You know, it's funny. If you hadn't opened this, if you guys hadn't, I would never open this. I think this is
been using it.
this is too pretty to use.
I take mine everywhere.
Do you?
Actually, I had to order more, so it's funny. I had to order more, and I had to order extra books of paper because I'm on my second already.
I was going to ask you, can you get refillable paper?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Look, I'm ready to go.
And I'm speechless.
Why?
They're great. They're a great
Look at this.
gift, but I use them to get into companies. I'll take one to a company and say, thanks for meeting with me today.
I wish your son were watching. Gio and Freddie, if you were watching your father's
No, don't look at
organizational
your
skills
Christmas
right now,
present.
because you've got a pen, you've got paper, you've got your phone charging without a ripped cord coming off the floor for me to trip over. This is a full business attire. I am quite
And I'm gonna
impressed.
tell you, yesterday you tripped over my phone
'Cause it was
and
on
you
the
knocked
floor.
the case down. Thank God I had to protect it.
Well, now you don't have to worry about it.
But wait a
You
second,
charge
wait a
it right
second.
from
If
here.
you were just sitting here at lunch, say, or just talking and you weren't taking notes, you could just close that up and put your phone right on top.
I
and
tried.
charge
I
it.
don't see it charging.
Okay,
It's
then
right here.
unplug it.
Yeah.
Unplug it. Okay, and now put your phone down. Oh, yeah, should be charging.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
It
Yes, it
works.
is.
It is. See the
Yes,
little
it is.
battery's got a thing in it?
Holy smokes! It's working. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Look
told
at
you.
that.
The
It's
life of
working.
Freddie and his toys.
So
It
you
really
could just be
is.
sitting at lunch, just talking and charging.
You know
This
what?
is-
That's a $2.
I'm gonna give you a bell too. I know. These are my bells, and I know Don doesn't like
Yes,
I do
I'm gonna
like
tell
them.
you.
Ring
Can
my
I tell
bell,
you something?
baby.
I tell everybody to ring a bell because it's like participation.
Absolutely.
So the wise guy comes along and she brings this crooked thing.
It's a dinner bell.
But it's classy and dainty, just like Dawn.
Thank you. It's a Dawn bell. And I just want you to know
It's a
that
Dawn bell,
people
exactly.
know by watching the show that the cowbells aren't my thing. So this was gifted to me. So this is my bell, and you have your
It's a
bell.
very pretty bell.
And you know who loves these cowbells, by the way, is Ann Dector.
She
Oh
loves
yeah.
it.
And
loves
She
love Ann. She's
loves
awesome.
this bell. I think she just likes to ring your bell, Freddie, quite honestly. But she loves the bells, all I can tell you.
It was very nice of Anna and her husband to show up here yesterday, and what did they give us?
They hung a mezuzah on our door.
A zizza, baby.
Which
A
was
zizza.
really, really nice. So thank you to Dr. Dan and Ann for that
Zizza?
gift, a mezuzah.
I ain't never going to remember mezuzah.
You said it.
That's right now. It's going to be
It's
mezuzah
simple.
out.
Very
Ma
quick.
zuzah. It's simple.
It's
Ma
like
Like my zuzah.
Right, my zuzah.
Like
my
your
sizzle.
CBD
Right,
store, my
sizzle.
sizzle,
Sort of.
my zuzah.
Well, listen, it's all good.
Mezuzah.
It's all good.
Ma.
It's all whatever in the middle. But anyway, they came by yesterday. Her husband happens to be a real great guy. I'm going to actually do that whole spit in the swab and send it out thing.
Yes.
I'm excited about doing that. But getting back to this, the reason I like gadgets is because it's reflective of your business, it's reflective of what you do, it's reflective, and you're giving people an opportunity to do that. To offer people an opportunity to say, listen, this is very classy. And if you have their logo, or for a Christmas gift, I like to get one of these and put Gio's logo on it for his company.
Yeah, but you have to make 10. That was the question of the same
I
logo.
got 10 people.
No, they have to be the same.
Oh, it's the
Yeah,
same
they're the
logo?
same. Yeah, you have to get 10 of one logo.
Well, I guess you're going to get my logo.
Exactly. And it's just a matter of, do we do AMP, the Brooklyn Cafe? Many options.
Well, I can do 2 logos at once. Andrea, my graphics lady, she can put it together in a way that it looks like one logo and it's one,
It's a pair.
yeah.
And we could put both production companies on there.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
There's lots of different things we can do if you just tell us what you want and we'll come up with a solution.
Tell us your biz, and they will make it work for your biz. Let's take a quick commercial break. 888-994-4995. More to come with promo stuff for number 4 YOU.
And our phones are working.
Give us a call. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff, your branding specialist with Promo Stuff For You. So we're entering the new year. By now everybody has gotten their corporate gift, so this time of year generally is quiet with the exception of marketing departments trying to figure out what they're going to do for 2020. So it's really important that a company figures out and does proper planning throughout the year as to what type of marketing they want to do. At Promo Stuff For You, I love being able to sit down with a client and figuring exactly what they want to do, when they want to do it, and time it with the various events that they might have coming up.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds, with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I say that for very special people. We're people writing in wanting to know if they could please see everything that's on our set. So maybe we should give people a tour of our set, Freddie. Where would you like to start with?
I don't know what they want to see. First of all, this is my mailbox, and it's empty.
We
So
should
the
call
flag-
this Freddie's toy segment.
But do you know what this is?
That would be a
It's not
mailbox.
a toy segment. This is, remember AOL said, you got mail. Well, we have a you got mail piece, and businesses send us their business card, and the flag comes up, and I know that there's a mail piece, and we give a shout out to businesses, and this is one right here. Look. You got mail. Read that
Here's
one.
your mail. Indulge yourself with sweet cravings. This was a sweet foods truck, ice cream and cake and cookies that came on our set,
Which was fantastic.
fantastic. Our first food truck here. And while we're talking food trucks, let's talk about hosting events here at the New Dawn Theater
Okay.
at AMP2 TV Studios.
Okay.
Because not only do we work with Jen G in the Boca chapter of Master Networks every Wednesday morning at 11:30, Jeff is going to be bringing his networking event
Interesting
called
networking.
Effed
event.
Up Nights
Effed
to
Up Nights.
our studio near you on Wednesday, March 25th.
Yep, Wednesday, March 25th.
At what time?
7 o'clock.
And tell us about this event. You have 4 speakers.
Okay, so I'll just tell you that I saw, as I moved down here, I saw this event took place in Toronto, where I'm from, and I loved it. The whole idea behind F Up Nights is about entrepreneurs and the mistakes they've made in their business life, and we've all made them. So it's sort of like, okay, so I'm not the only one that did that. I'm not the only one who made that mistake. So everybody sort of gets a chance to hear about the things that they did that they effed up with. So I love that because in my career, I could take the whole 2 hours
I was
myself.
going to ask you, what's one of the biggest mistakes you've made?
Okay, so I'm going to start to cry. No, the biggest mistake I made was I trusted one of my closest friends to help me in one of my businesses. In the year 2000, I had an online store. One of the very first, I was the second plumbing store in Canada to be online. And back then the dollar was 66 cents. So my US customers were buying things at like a 40% discount. And I was already discounting the prices. So it was cheap. So we were expanding and we were growing really fast. And I trusted my best friend to help me do that. And long story short, he deposited a check to my business account that he endorsed that was made out to someone else. So the whole thing was completely fraudulent and basically had to shut down within a week.
Wow.
So that's why they say never go into business with friends.
Well, maybe he didn't do it intentionally.
Oh no, he did it intentionally. Let's put it this way: he's now serving jail time for other things in Canada that
It
he
just
did.
caught up to
And
him.
that would be why I see things differently than most people. So maybe that would
So-
be the biggest mistake I make in business is
Which
that
is what?
you know what I think my biggest mistake that
Tell me.
I made
What is it?
undervaluing what we do.
That-
Is giving our services away for less value than they're actually worth.
But you see, that's not really an F up. That's not really how this is premised. This is on
No, I know,
the
but I'm
dumb
thinking, is
mistakes.
there something
the
bigger than
wrong,
that?
yeah. But this is the wrong business partner. The decisions you made.
Oh,
that
we've
were
all
just-
had that.
Yeah, right. So that's what this is about, and it gives people an opportunity to talk about it. So the speakers find it therapeutic. The listeners love it because they're hearing it, and you've got other entrepreneurs that like, damn, I'm not the only one. So it's kind of a nice feeling.
And then here's my spin on it, because if you ask me black or white, it's always going to be gray. pray
Yeah.
because our bad business partners, so you and I both had the wrong business partners. The upside of that opportunity was we realized they were the wrong partners, and now we have this. So, you'd say it's a yes or no question, and I'd say, yeah, but look where we are. Here's all the pink in the middle, as you call it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that sometimes when you get into a business deal, you get that little voice that tells you, don't do it. And you go,
Not always.
well,
Not always.
if you ever do a deal and say, something, you ever think about it, and then you do it anyway, and then it comes back to haunt you.
Yeah, but sometimes you're thinking it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and what you're going to do is going to change the world, and it turns out that it went the complete opposite direction.
It does.
So
Chasing the
What's one of your
UPS truck.
biggest
yeah, okay, don't even go there.
But
What's
this
one
is
of your
just-
biggest business failures or mistakes,
Mistake, F-ups. What did you do to really F up? In a business?
I've opened over 2,000 businesses that have gone belly up. I've done everything from selling T-shirts on the corner to selling cheese off a truck. I had a big freezer truck, and I went around with this guy who I trusted, and he stole all the cheese and all the money after we hit $10,000. He was gone, and I made $10,000 in a week.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lesson. My father used to always say, Freddie, if you're ever going to steal a bank, which I don't want ever you to do it by yourself. Okay? So I think that my biggest messed up was trusting other people think like me. I don't do that
And
anymore.
That's probably one of the most common things I hear is that they trusted the wrong person. So
That's a given me.
Right, that's a given. But it happens, but you don't know they're the wrong person at the time. You think they're the right person, right?
But
So-
do you? Do you get a feel? Do you get a
Well,
sense of
this is my
maybe-
best friend. I mean, this is a guy that got me a really incredible job. This is a guy that he stood up at my wedding. This is a guy that, I mean, quite frankly, on one investment I did do with him that went well, I was able to afford my wife's engagement ring. So this
You
is
trusted him, right?
Yeah, he was a best friend. We'd play golf together. We everything. We're like brothers. And at the end of the day,
He did that.
he did that. So this event is about that, and we get 4 speakers to come up, and there's a format. I give them a format, and they talk about their mistake, and they sort of give everybody that mistake, and that's it. And usually we got a little bit munchies and stuff like that, but it's also a great networking event too.
I think you should be one of the speakers.
I would love to be a speaker.
Awesome.
He's been chasing
I was
after
going to
you
ask
to do
you.
this, yes.
I have been chasing you, but
Yeah.
now that it's here,
Yes.
we're going to have Freddie speak.
I
Freddie's
wanna
going to be one of our
ask-
speakers.
Ask DJ too. You've been in business a long time. What's one of the biggest mistakes you made in pick a business?
Thank you. I'm handling the board, and I don't want to listen to myself. One of the biggest mistakes is that I didn't shoot high enough. I didn't think I was going to be able to reach the level that I needed to reach.
So you
So
suppressed
I lack
yourself.
of confidence. So I was like, why didn't I do it?
That's a good one.
So sometimes you have to fly as high as you can and don't let anything stop you. Because then somebody else takes what you have learned and gained, uses it, and choose for the next step.
Right.
Don't. So shoot for
Right.
the biggest step that you can reach.
Yeah,
That is
absolutely.
true. Shoot for the stars.
And
Right.
the funny thing is that one of the things that drives me batty is that people love to copy the things that I do. I remember when I started streaming, nobody was streaming, and everybody decided to jump in there, and you don't sustain it because you're going about it incorrectly. I see people around me now doing productions and copying some of the things that we do. And you know what? Good luck to that. But it isn't so much about what it looks like. It's the delivery of what you're going to do it. And you want to go big, never go small. You go big or go home. Jen always says that you either go big or you don't do it.
What do you always say?
Yep.
You go get or get got?
You either get or you get got.
You
Really
gotta go
simple.
get it.
Math is 1 and 1 equals 2.
Right.
And if you're going to do a promotional piece that represents your company, you want to do it with class.
Do it right.
Yeah.
So then the other backside of this is that, and I've always felt if someone can learn from my mistakes, and I've made many, if someone can learn from my mistakes and they don't make the same mistake, I've sort of done my job. I don't want anybody to make a mistake. I want them. There's enough room in this world for everybody to be successful. So learn from the people who've made mistakes and don't make those mistakes.
But I think some of our mistakes are learning opportunities for us to grow from. Because it's like your kids. If we keep giving our kids and we keep saving them from situations that they create, then they never learn how to problem solve.
That's true, but it's not meant to say that you'll never make a mistake. What it's meant to say is that, for example, when you bring your best friend on in business, make sure everything is laid out properly. When he says he's going to get you the financing he says, make sure it's in writing. Make sure you have what you need. One of the biggest mistakes is, for example, not having a lawyer help out with a certain transaction and just doing it yourself.
Yes.
You do you decide to do something on your own when you should have had a lawyer do it. For the biggest thing, incorporating a company. You know how many people make mistakes incorporating a company and not setting it up properly? So you would have paid. So what happens is you can either pay the lawyer $1,000 now or $2,000 later.
Or you can pay the lawsuit later that costs you $16,000.
Exactly. So those are the kind of mistakes I would like anybody to avoid. So yes, it's going to cost you. Put that into your business plan. Put that into whatever. But understand, if you don't do it, you're going to pay for it.
I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned, especially since we've moved here to the studio, because it's a whole nother level of what we do now than what we did, is some things have to be in writing. And you and I do a lot verbally with clients. It's something you've always believed in. But on the flip side, there's a lot of misunderstanding somehow if it's not in writing.
Yep.
I actually even sent an email, God bless you, she sneezed on the truth, to one of our clients that wanted a list of your Chinese menu. Instead of just saying, this is what we talked about, I said, this is this, this, and this.
And you sent it.
And I sent it.
It was a big report you sent.
But I haven't heard back.
Because she used it.
But before, that's a whole nother thing.
She used it.
That was a whole nother thing. But before we go forward with their Chinese menu of things they want, I need to know that it's printed and it's signed off on, and they understand that this is what it comes down to.
And it's for their protection as much as it is yours.
100%. It's for everybody.
And it spells everything. So there are no misunderstandings.
And it's for the relationship as well.
Absolutely. That way you can you have something to refer to as this was the agreement. Because if someone misunderstands the wrong thing, it's going to be taken the wrong way, and then you're going to end up legal battles or fights, and you're not going to speak to them anymore. Now your business relationship is done. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. And a couple $100 for a deal.
Exactly.
Make it, what do you always say? Don't make a bad deal to make a deal.
And then people do that.
Yeah.
They make a bad deal.
I'm quoting you all day long. What
That's
the
'cause
heck?
I'm
Are
so
you like my father?
I'm so caught up. Your
Ever
father.
ever notice
Your
that? You
father.
always quote-
You know that they did that at the DMV. You know that? I empty his tires. That sheriff. Yes. Oh, you brought your daughter and smack you.
Yeah, that happens too.
Listen,
And guys, you know.
the
I
bottom.
feel like I'm quoting my father over here, and you say this too, and dad, yeah.
And guys,
your
you
dad
know,
bag.
everything that you are saying is exactly what we all live with. You open 2,000 business, you have your own business, you have been damaged by some people, but that is what brings you to be as successful as you are today.
Absolutely.
Without you going through those stepping stones of getting where you need to be, if everything was fantastic from the very beginning when you open the business and you have no pains, the time then you face that pain, you don't know what to do with it.
Right.
But when you go through business and you say, well, this happens, the accumulation of all these things makes you very successful on who you are
Well, it
today.
prepares you
Right.
for the plan B when it comes your way.
Yeah, but there's sometimes certain plan Bs, yes, it teaches you a lesson. But at the same time, the simple stuff, the easy stuff that people make mistakes on, those should be avoided. Those absolutely should be avoided. Like I said, get a lawyer, do your agreement, have everybody understand. Simple stuff.
Yes.
You have a friend who's going to help you out, great, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. I didn't say you're not going to make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. But the simple stuff and the stuff that we take for granted, that's the stuff you should avoid.
Well, it's really funny you say that because I believe your accountant and your lawyer are the two guys you should take to dinner
Absolutely.
once a month, right?
Absolutely.
And that
I hope my
is-
lawyer's not hearing
But
this.
that's the essence of business. The other thing is that we try to teach the producers and explain to them when a set goes bad, the sound is wacky, which we haven't done in a long time, or it's just not there.
Well, you got Teddy.
No,
doubt.
Teddy's one, but there are other people as well.
like
We
it.
shut it down, right? We say, okay, shut it down. We're going to start again. And shut it down. And we're going to start again. And shut it down until it's perfect.
Yeah.
It doesn't count. The clock will, and then you're losing money because the clock is running.
And things happen.
And things happen. So what I do now is I create a mess. If things are going well, I create a mess to let them figure it out.
Yes, you do.
I do, but I do it on purpose because life doesn't make an appointment to let you down.
Yeah.
People are going to let you down.
Yep.
It's a given.
But we're fortunate because we have an amazing crew, and they're here to learn.
They are, but
And
the
they
crew's going to
learn, and
learn.
they do, and
they're
they
going to
learn.
learn the easy way, and they're going to learn the other way. True?
And they should, but also don't learn that this relationship got tarnished because you decide to save a few bucks and not do an agreement.
Well, everybody,
Or, you know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
looking for that shortcut.
Well,
and
but-
you get shortcomings when you take shortcuts.
Well, but not everybody realizes that F up. So that's why we do what we do. And I'm excited that we're going to have it here. I really am.
And
think we
business
have
is
some fun with
business. And the other side, I'm glad Freddie's going to speak, and I'm glad you have some women that are speaking because women in business do things differently.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But they're
That's
better.
without a doubt.
They're smarter.
Well, they're
We just
more
do it
consistent.
differently.
Smarter.
Women are more
So
consistent. I've
all the
always said
paperwork
that.
and contracts, I have new contracts for everybody to sign that was redone by the lawyer that gives everyone more understanding of what it was. Because when we first put it together with our interns, it was for one reason, and now it's some of them are private contractors, some of them are independent, some of them have their own businesses, their own production companies.
Well-
and this way that everybody's protected.
Well, the funny thing is that when we first started this, Dawn and her daughter were nice enough to put an ad together that we got our first set of producers. And we call them producers because they produce.
Yes.
And not in a million years did I think we would go through 400 producers. We've been doing this, 4 years, 3 years with the producers?
Not even.
2 years? And now we got agreements with Lynn University, we got agreements with FAU, every school, there's
That's
another
great.
school. I mean, all the schools, all the kids are coming to learn. Now it changes the original thought of why I needed help, she needed help. It's changed.
Yeah.
It's no longer about the help. Now it's about the teaching, getting it bigger, getting it growing, right?
Yep.
So I sat with my son Gio for 2 hours, and I said to him what I want. Now I'm asking what I want. No longer about turning on cameras and doing this. This is great. Don't get me wrong. I love this. I love the house. But Meisner is the first step to the next thing I want to do. I want to have those huge TV screens. I want to control the production. Pam Polani's Brain Bowl. I want to do a concert at FAU Stadium. That's the new goal. Why? Because I know I can pull it off. I know that if I want it bad enough, I'm going to go get it.
It's leveling up your vibration and just saying what you want.
And go and get it. And never feel short, DJ. Never think you can't. Never hold yourself back. Because life is going to do that anyway. Life is going to throw things at you you ain't never going to see.
You just got to reach for it. But you know what the other thing is? Sometimes you don't find people that are in alignment with your vision. And if you say, I am reaching for the stars and I'm going to hang these screens at FAU Stadium, how many people are going to look at you, Freddie, and say, you're crazy, Dad?
Hey, the record label, people were saying to me, I wanted to start a record label, Amp Records, 4 years ago. So I don't know if people remember, there used to be a record label that had an apple. And then there was a company. So I'm not going to say the company because restrictions, but there was a green apple and there was the name of a company. This is going back in the day now. So I told my son, can you make me an amp for Amp Records? Okay. Come Meisner, they don't have an opening act. And I got approval to get our opening act. We're going to have JC sing on the 20th before the group goes on. It's not the Who, is it?
It's no.
Queen.
The 20th, yes. It's
Queen. And they're going to sing before, and they've never done that before. They've never put commercials up during, before, and after. If you go to the baseball game, you see it all the time. You see the football games, right?
Yeah.
So why can't we do it? I'm sorry, I'm missing something here. Vendors are in there. Wouldn't it be nice to have 2 giant screens and put their commercial out there?
Absolutely.
And let them hear the commercial? Because
Sure.
seeing is believing?
Let me just write my check right now.
There you have it.
But you know what?
I want an agreement.
But I want to do a television show from a stadium. Can you imagine having all this at a stadium? Man, I'm going to tell you something. Never think small. Think big. But you're the key, Jeff. What you do, which I cannot do. I can't do it as well. I love you wear a cow on your shirt.
Every day.
But that takes.
Every day, even on weekends.
That is marketing 101, man.
Even on weekends. I wear a shirt. If it's not my polo shirt, it's a T-shirt. And it says promo stuff for you. Everywhere I go is promo stuff for you. Because I'm in the branding business. right?
And that's what it takes.
And how many times do I have someone come up and go, "Oh, I love your cow. She's so cute. Perfect. That's exactly what I want."
You should put hair on that cow.
It's funny
so the
'cause-
kids can pet it.
No,
That's kind of creepy. So sorry.
I don't
I
think
will
so.
say, I have one of the cows, the stress cows
stress
that you
cow?
gave me when I first met you, and it's in the dashboard of my car. And every time people get in my car, they ask me about it. Every time they're like, "That is so cute. What is that?" And they play with it. It's people's favorite thing.
Now, I used to go to Weight Watchers.
Can we get a doll that looks like you? Then we put in the car. People can
No,
play
because
with
you're
it.
gonna stick him.
I can do bobbleheads. I can do custom
Do a
bobbleheads.
bobblehead.
Bobblehead
I can
is
do
hot,
custom
man.
bobbleheads.
Can you imagine
I could
doing
put
our
your
bobblehead?
face on a bobblehead.
So when you get in the car, you can play with Freddie's stress releasing bobblehead.
I want
No
a
hair.
Freddy.
Which is
Can I
something he
have a
doesn't have
removable
now. So
Removal. I know the hat pops up like that. That's the bobble. That's funny.
That'd be hilarious.
What was I going to tell you? The object of the game here is to get noticed. So I used to go to Weight Watchers on Saturday, and I used to put on a different shirt depending on who the sponsor was. Everybody started reading the shirts. So I tested it. I went for 8 weeks, and then I went to a regular shirt. How come you don't have an advertisement on? They were asking me.
yeah,
So I had it in my car. I says, I'll be right back. I went, boom, and I put the Brooklyn Cafe shirt from the kids. The mother of that place says, I know who gave you that shirt. All of a sudden, I started making friends, and people wanted to know what it is that you're wearing. I went to Bed Bath & Beyond. Everywhere we go to the DMV. How many people we had at the DMV, including the sheriff?
You've got a
well,
list of
I said earlier, I think Dawn, when she's not in her studio outfit, she should have. I'm gonna make her a T-shirt that has the glitter that says the Brooklyn Cafe on it. And when she's going to yoga or workout or whatever, or wherever she's going
I'm always
on the
branded.
weekends, then she can wear a Brooklyn Cafe shirt in glitter.
There you have it.
In glitter.
I'm always
That's
branded.
sparkly. It's right.
Funny. Your mother says that when
We're
you
gonna do
walk,
it.
you leave glitter behind you.
So Andrea, if you're listening, get working on it. She's my graphics
Absolutely.
lady.
Don't push Andrea too hard.
You know what? I
She's
actually saw someone yesterday I was at a women's networking event, and she always wears her branded shirt. And she came up behind me, and I didn't recognize her because she had makeup on, her hair was up,
She
wasn't in her branded shirt.
That's funny.
And I said, I've never seen you in all these years without your shirt on. And she said she was working and she had to take a shower and she got all dressed up. But there's something to be said because you actually recognize people by that.
That's right. So and when I go out, a lot of times now people go, "Oh, you're the cow guy. You know, you're the guy with the cow."
Can we embroider your hat?
We're thinking about that.
I can. So we can do. I can totally do those hats.
We're thinking about that, but I wear my hat everywhere now because nobody knows me without the hat.
So can't we embroider it? Says
I don't
the
know.
Brooklyn
I don't
Cafe
know. I
Show.
gotta think about that because I'm losing my
Your identity?
My
You're having an
identity.
identity crisis?
I'm having yes.
No, you'll
your
still have a
dad
hat. It'll just say.
No, but people only know me. My cardiologist. I went to her for 3 years, and she says to me, "Oh, you're Freddie." I go, "Why you know that?" "Oh, because you have that hat."
You and your dad bag. That's a whole nother show.
My dad bag. Oh, maybe we should do a dad.
A dad bag.
My dad
Just don't
bag.
call it a daddy bag because that's kind of creepy.
It's a daddy bag. You're the one that started it.
Wait,
You
what's a
started
dad?
it.
What's a dad bag?
What's a dad bag, Teddy?
It's my computer bag.
So Freddie has a computer bag and is the heaviest. It is all leather. It has like 12 million pockets in it and is so heavy with just a computer and a charger in it. And Gene, one day when we went to the mini, he goes, "Oh, I almost forgot the dad bag." And I went, "The what?" It's your little messenger dad bag.
Let me get that one.
We can totally do messenger.
I
bags.
thought it was
Can
a
we do
daddy
a branding?
bag.
It's not a daddy bag. That sounds
No,
kind of
that's
like
creepy.
Pimp Daddy, creepy thing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's
Yeah.
creepy. Don't they have daddy something.com? Daddy.
Go
Daddy.
Go daddy. So
But
that's not
daddy
creepy.
sounds like you're kind of like a pimp.
Daddy's bag, baby. There's a new sheriff in town. Daddy's
Yeah, that
bag.
sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm not
like
sure.
that?
We
I'm
could do
gonna-
a branding dad bag.
As
though.
your branding advisor,
yes.
I'm going to advise you against that.
Against that?
Yeah.
Oh, this coming from the guy who has effed up nights.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but you think about it, it's something that everybody does, right? Not everybody has a daddy bag.
Everyone makes these mistakes in
What's
business.
in your daddy bag?
What's in your daddy?
What was it we were going to work with Jen? Pop it up. What was it? Get your pop on. And you guys shut
Oh,
that
boy.
down. too?
Yeah.
You guys shut
Oh,
that
thank
down.
God.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that you can't. Yeah, Jen.
You
and I-
guys, that's bad? Is that bad? Get your pop on? Because
Yeah,
it's
no,
Jen.
you
it's
said get
Moby
popped is what you said.
Get popped?
Yeah.
Have you gotten popped?
Something like
Have
that.
you gotten
and
popped?
Jen and I looked at him and said, "Oh no."
Yeah, I just don't.
And it's funny because we were having a meeting. I says, "Have you gotten popped?" And
I don't,
everybody screamed
but
at
I know
me.
I don't have to worry about Gen G and her branding. We're good there.
Oh no,
Because
she's
she
changing.
is always branded
She
and
is
always professional.
metamorphosizing into something Mortal Kombat, like.
Yeah,
you
but whatever
always
she
have to
does,
be
I'm not worried about
professional.
it. She's got it.
You should see her. You saw her new animation that she's got coming out?
I
Her
haven't
new-
seen
No.
It's amazing.
How'd you
Really?
see it?
She sent it to us on a text, but it
Well,
was late
how
at
come
night.
we
You
don't
probably
play
didn't
it?
read it.
Why haven't we?
It's a
played it?
graphic design, and it's all done in cartoon animation. It's
So why haven't
incredible.
we put the voiceover on her commercial onto that graphic design?
We have to get it. I don't know. Let's go to commercial break. Let us know what your biggest effed up mistakes are in your business.
How do you get in touch with Jeff?
994-4995. Jeff, we can find you where?
561-870-7010. That's my cell.
Promo stuff.
Just don't
4.
call right now.
Number 4, why are you? Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Does your business Moby Pop? A new way to grow your business. Using a simple keyword, drive customers right to you with just a click. Customers will receive your personalized digital business card within seconds with all your contact information in one place, including a gallery of photos, videos, and clear call to action that drives sales. Promote your products and services, or share a hot new listing with custom event pages and RSVP form, boosting qualified leads. Special offers and promotions are directly sent to your potential customers' phones with text campaigns, increasing foot traffic and creating a loyal following. Let MobiPop drive your marketing campaign. Focus on your business. Let MobiPop focus on growing it.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
Ask the queen whatever I can help you with. I may grant wishes is all I can tell you. My branding is totally wand. And actually, we had someone here yesterday we were meeting with, and she asked all about how my wand evolved. And I told her. And she said, so you just happened to have a wand in your car that day? I said, well, yes. Doesn't everyone have a wand in their car? Clearly, the answer would be no. But our bigger vision, my bigger vision, is to get these wands into hospitals.
We talked about that
Yes.
4 years ago when I first met you.
But you know, it's not easy to find a wand to brand, is all I'm telling you.
Well, the funny thing is that you have to be careful in the hospitals because the kids, they don't swallow the little wand. And we were going to have a little wand, and it's a Make-A-Wish deal. So you make a wish on this thing, kids want to be on the show or whatever, and you pin it on them and what have you.
A wishing
Now-
wand, yes.
A wishing wand. Now, Jeff just signed a big deal, right? Are we not allowed to talk about it?
We're not talking about it.
Yes, well, I heard
we're
that, but which is in the back of my mind.
It's
But
no, we can't?
no, but talk
We
about
can't.
no.
It's a big deal.
But talk
very
about going big and global, and your big visions, like
It's
DJ
big.
said, is go big. This is my big, is to be able to reach the hospitals and go big with all of this.
That's big?
For me,
I thought it was bigger. This coming from the woman that for 4 years did not want to come on the air. This is the most funniest thing I've ever heard.
it's funny because you know what someone said to me the other day? Do you remember when people used to think you were shy and had nothing to say?
Oh my God, I heard that about you actually.
Right?
It is. She's very
Someone
conservative.
was
very
just
shy.
telling me about, because we're talking about everything, and then like, she used to be really shy. I'm like, get out.
And I wasn't shy, just no one let me talk. Talk about one of your biggest mistakes is let everyone else, steamroll over you and talk over you. I think that would
You know,
probably
it's
be
funny.
it.
It's funny. The first time I met Dawn, I'm observing. I'm in a room. There's a room full of people. Who was at an event, and she started a sentence and never finished. And I said, "What the hell?" Then I said, "Let me see where this is gonna go." And then she went to another room. I followed, and I'm looking. I'm having a glass of wine, and I'm watching and watching. And she started a sentence and never finished. Somebody would jump in, either finish a sentence or change the subject completely.
So that's like my wife, same thing. But someone jumps in, and so they just step back and let
And
whoever
at some
else
point
talk.
you go, you know what?
But why would
I'm
you
out.
do that?
Because why
Because
fight
it-
all the time?
That's-
Why fight? You didn't even fight. You just
No,
uh-huh.
I think they feel it's a conflict. Like I'm not going to get into that. I avoid conflict. I step back. This microphone, seriously.
I'm gonna have to get you a hand.
Microphone's
now.
gonna up.
We're going to have a boom mic or something coming down where my hands can't hit it.
Hey,
but
Slick.
That's sort of how it goes.
Slick, come here. Those don't go here.
I don't
At
know.
the radio station. That's all right. Leave them by the leave 'em by the door, and I'll pick them up. Put them in my car.
Welcome to our live show.
Put them in my car. I got the
Where-
chairs and you put them here. I put them in my car. Thank you very much, bro. You got something to eat?
Yeah, I think it's on
All right, get something. I'm moving into my car. But the bottom line here is that I learned a long time ago that when somebody interrupts you, ask a question. I'm sorry, are you always this rude?
Yeah, no. I say, excuse me for talking while you're interrupting.
That's true. Or you can get really vile and say, shut the effed up nights.
Or step off. There's so many things to say. I just haven't quite
But
found
that's-
something that resonates with me. So will I step away? Often.
Because that's your style.
And I might try it a second time. And it even happened here at your event, Freddie, a couple
Uh-oh.
times. That
This
Freddie's
is why
got the
I give
finger.
the finger.
that it happened. There was a group of people standing around talking, and I tried, and they interrupted, and I tried, and they interrupted, and I just walked away. And I just walked away, and that was that.
No, I'll take it.
That's
Pretty much like this whole
Okay. Yeah, put it in
conversation
my
is
car.
going right here. So, Jeff,
Yeah.
it's so nice to see you, Jeff. And
No,
how
no,
are you
she's-
doing?
yeah, it's great.
Pleasure
No.
doing business with you as
Welcome to the
well.
No,
live
no,
broadcast of the Brooklyn.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome
one
to practicing what you preach.
One of the producers did me a solid. He went all the way down to Taramac and he picked up some chairs and I needed
To
another
where?
studio. Taramac or
Tamarack?
yeah. I don't know where. I don't know. South Florida. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx.
What's the thing on the doors?
A knob.
No.
Mezuzah?
Or the Missoula.
Mezuzah?
The Mukuzaga.
I'm most amazed that he went. It took me hours when I went down
Yeah,
there. I
you-
got
you-
lost.
you
It took me
stink.
4 hours.
He got back.
They're
Not only
back
that,
in an
the
hour.
clock is crooked because you don't reach the nail. And he made it in 20 minutes, the whole operation. It took you 3 days.
That's what it's like
So he
doing
brought it
business
here,
with me.
but I put him in my car. No, hold it. It's only 12 chairs.
Don't take ours.
Don't take the ones from here.
Oh, jeez.
This
Freddie,
is
maybe
turning
you
into
should-
how many clowns fit in a car. Make sure that they're not the ones that he has them, not those. Okay. All right. Those stay here. Wrong chairs. So I'm just having them put in the car. And I have to tell them, Dawn, because if I don't tell them, they're going to empty the warehouse of all the chairs. That Dita won't have no chairs. My car will have every chair in the world.
Specify. Be clear in your
Yes, and I'm
communication.
watching here because my keys are about to
I'm
get lost.
interested.
Put it in
Who
writing.
told you I used to be shy, Jeff? That's interesting as well.
Everybody used to say that.
I want to say it was Glenn is what I want to say. I'm not sure.
Oh, yes.
Because we're
Glenn,
yeah.
coach.
Really? You
Yeah.
want me to go down that road? Anyway,
That's what I want to say.
let me tell you, when I asked Dawn
That would make sense.
for 4 years, even Chuck, her husband, told me she has nothing to say. I said, God created a voice for everybody. How can you have nothing to say? What is she, mum?
See, I knew I had a lot to say, but I knew every time I went to say it, somebody interrupted
I was going to
me.
interrupt you.
So don't you think everyone who has something to say should start a production company so you can have your voice be heard?
I'd love to get my wife on a production company. It's not happening.
So why don't
Bring
you
her
bring
in.
her down?
I'd love to bring her in. She's actually around the corner.
Bring her
If
over.
you're listening,
Is she
come on
working?
down. Yeah. She works at a great company.
So how
Great
she?
company.
Should we give a plug for the company?
I'll give a plug.
What's,
Sure.
what's the
Okay.
company?
Poland Capital.
What, they were a
Huh?
they were a fund managing company or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. They're awesome. They treat her so well. She loves it. First time in many years my wife has enjoyed.
Your wife is
Cheers.
so lovely.
Thank you.
I don't
She's
know
amazing.
how the hell she picked you as
You
well.
No, I
definitely
married up.
got a really
You
good
did?
head
I
on that
married up.
deal.
Let me ask you, your wife works 9 to 5?
Yeah, well, she works whatever she needs to work.
I
All
have a business proposition for your wife.
Okay. If you're listening, Doel.
Come on down, I want to talk to you. I'm serious.
Okay. She's amazing.
Don't look at me that way.
No, but
She is incredible.
I fell in love with her in grade 7.
Really?
Yep. Had a huge crush on her.
Where did you go to school at?
So in Canada. So we
She
were
was
in
there?
middle school, and yeah, she was there. So I had the hots for her, huge. And then years go by, I meet up with her again, and we just became friends. We were just friends. And then I wore her down.
She
No, when
is
you-
so
She
lovely.
thought I was rich. I'm kidding.
Now, when you
Oh, really?
asked her to marry, did you get like a big step
No.
and repeat and say,
Oh, my-
will you marry me?
No, I wasn't in the business at the time. Otherwise, I would have. Actually, I did want to do one of those airplane things, but no.
I had one of those.
As a matter of fact, she told me because we go to Leaf games, she would tell me, "Don't you dare put that up on that board." She goes, "It'll be a no." I'll tell you that now. So,
Thank you, Slick.
Thanks,
So, yeah.
man. You're the man, baby.
but she adores you too, Dawn. You should know that.
Thank
she
you.
she adores you too.
Now,
But
I'm gonna,
anytime she wants to share her voice, that is exactly what our platform is for.
absolutely, and that's what it's all about.
Sure.
I would tell you I rented a plane to ask my ex-wife to marry me. I would
one?
tell you the story, Michelle.
No.
I never tell you the story?
Uh-oh.
Every day with Freddie is a new story.
I rented a plane,
Uh-huh.
and it was going to say, Michelle, marry me. 3 simple words. So I went out. It was in Yonkers. I went north. I went by the highway because they needed to do it in an open venue, no buildings. And we're standing there like 2 idiots. And nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. We were there for like an hour. You would have thought I would have brought a bottle of wine or something. I just was going to say this, and here's a ring, and boom. So I call, and the guy says the plane crashed
No.
at the airport. On the way up, something got tangled up. The guy didn't die or anything, but the plane was demolished. They couldn't get it in the air. Sorry, refund, boom. I said, really? So on the way back home,
And that was a time before cell phones. So that meant you had to go to a payphone.
oh, no,
you
I had a
to
cell
go-
phone.
You did?
I had a brick the size of this book.
I still have my brick.
I wish I still had it.
I have one. I have the
The
old
big one.
Yeah.
In the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had that. I looked like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
It was
I-
impossible to dial out.
Yeah, it was.
But it worked.
You could kill someone with those.
So on the way back to the house, I took out the ring and says, here, do you want to get married?
You're so romantic.
Well, I was so upset.
You have such a way with
It was
words.
feast or famine with me.
You got such a way with words.
And she said, ah! And the whole nine.
And that was the
And
rest
then,
was history.
and then I got divorced.
And boom. But out of that, you got 2 incredible kids
Yes.
and 2 and on a way grandchildren.
Yes. And as a matter of fact, you told me that one of those grandchildren is going to be born next month.
Am I right?
Is that, I don't know.
I think April. I think.
You think so?
I think they told you a long time ago.
Gotta find out. Gotta find out about it.
Another boy. You're gonna have 3 grandsons.
Look who's here.
Wow.
And how about that?
It's the sign, man. Let me ask you a question. I want you to sit over there. Don't worry if he's not on camera. I want you to sit over there for 1 second. Because at the cafe, we never would get the microphone in front of you. At the cafe, we never, when people come in, we invite them. I want you to talk into that microphone. Light up 4 for me. Yep. Talk into that microphone.
Okay.
No, I want you to talk in your radio voice.
In my radio voice.
Yes, I want you to say, "Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe."
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe.
He didn't sound like
That's
that
not
before.
who you think it is.
Yes, it is.
No, that's Anthony.
Oh, he's got the wrong guy. Thank you, Anthony.
You're very welcome.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe.
You don't tell me nothing. Do you know you have a twin brother? His name is Kevin. And he has a very.
I was gonna say, if you're thinking that's Kevin, that's not Kevin.
It's not, it's Anthony.
That's not Kevin.
Yes,
Kevin weighs 30 more pounds than I do.
Does he?
Sure. And he's from like Wisconsin or something.
Sorry. There was
And there you have it. Is there a rock I can crawl out from under?
Talk about F up nights.
And now you have my effed up story.
That's right. There's your F up story.
Damn that way. Damn that went
This was the sign
sideways.
guy.
That went
speechless.
sideways.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that you'd see Freddie blush?
And like they say,
No,
when you
the
mess
answer is
up,
no.
when you mess up big.
And there you go. And no one does it better. That would be a song as well. And how you doing?
I got nothing to say. Can I chew on this rock for a little while?
It's all good, but your wife is lovely, Joelle,
Thank you.
and
Thank you for
definitely,
changing the subject.
you definitely traded up on that one. There is
she-
no doubt.
Yeah, she's my best.
Now, she's
She's my best friend.
Because I know that you're all over the place. You have different things going on.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because I had a conversation about that with her a couple weeks ago, and I said, because I have friends that are entrepreneurs and sometimes their marriage didn't work out or they're having. She supports me 100%. She's got my back. If there's any question that I know an answer, she has my back. So she's absolutely supportive.
She supports you even when you make a bad deal?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. She helps me get through it.
So she figures it out.
No, she doesn't really help figure it out, but she helps us figure it out. We do it as a team. It's
good.
So yeah, no, she's amazing.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
And speaking of teamwork, we love our coffee machine, and
Yeah, you like that?
Freddie has the Vienna Coffee Man labeled in his phone as what?
The milkman.
The milk guy.
Patrick.
Oh no,
Has he
his
been
name
on the
isn't
show?
Patrick. No,
He
we don't have
ran
to.
out.
Patrick is the owner.
He calls him Milk Guy.
Milk guy.
So Milk Guy came yesterday, and he restocked us with milk and hot chocolate.
Yes, he brought it.
That
to
hot
me.
chocolate's outstanding.
I think it's Teddy's
I've
favorite.
never.
It is
I've never
outstanding
had
hot
it.
chocolate.
never
And I'm from
had it.
Canada, where
It's
hot chocolate
really
is.
good.
I've never had it.
I put it in my
Oh.
coffee, the mochaccino.
Oh yeah, the mochaccino's really good.
Now it's funny because he brings the milk in these packages, right?
Yeah.
So the other day, one of the new kids that was here, he says, "What is that?" And I go, "What do you think it is?" He says, "You don't want to know what I think it is." I
Oh,
says,
really?
Yeah. Oh,
That's
it looks
funny.
it looks like cocaine.
That's
because of
funny.
the
I'm thinking
packaging.
That's
sustainable
funny.
milk.
But I'll tell you something. Those coffee machines are my wife's F up. Because when we got down here, she couldn't get a job right away because she's on my visa. So she couldn't get a job right away. So we went to a franchise show. I'm looking for business. She's just walking around with me. She sees these coffee machines. She's always wanted to just serve coffee. She likes coffee. So we saw these machines and she liked it. And she liked the taste. And she liked the hot chocolate. And so she wanted to do it. That was going to be her business. And she got a job 2 weeks later.
But I'm going to tell you something. The coffee machines are uniquely different. They're the topic of conversation. So Jen has an event here on Wednesdays. Everybody loves the machine. Everybody.
Yeah.
And they talk about the machine. They're taking pictures with the machine.
You know what? Maybe I should bring the bigger machine down here.
Will you do branded coffee cups?
Yeah.
I have
just
a
did
case of
some.
coffee cups in the back, and I've stopped putting stickers on it because we go through so many stickers. It's so much work. That's why they're always
I do.
plain.
Yeah, I do branded coffee cups. I could do mugs or I could do paper
Yeah, but
cups.
that's difficult because what happens is Dawn
They go in the
says, I don't
garbage.
want to wash cups, so I ain't doing
No,
that.
I'm sorry. Paper cups is what I meant.
Yeah, we could do, but they will end up in the garbage.
They end up in
that's
the
it.
garbage,
That's
that's
the
the
only
other
thing
side.
I don't like about branded coffee cups. But someone's walking around with it and they're seeing a name. So
No, we got away from water bottles.
We have somebody actually, the verdict, they're looking for new mugs. You'll do just a couple mugs without a minimum, or do you have a minimum?
72 is the minimum.
Okay,
72 cups?
Yeah.
mugs.
My client around the corner is a law firm, just ordered 576.
Yes, because they give it away as a prize, as a booby prize.
I used to give them away too. When someone did a mortgage with me, I'd put jelly beans in there in a cellophane thing, and I'd give away. And it has my name on it.
That's kind of cool.
As a booby prize.
No one
opens
throws
up
away coffee
Wednesday's
mugs.
Conversation.
It's a booby prize. That's kind of cool. You can give away to sponsors a mug with the bill in it.
That's right. That's right. You put the invoice. Here's your invoice.
Here's your invoice.
Oh, look how cute the mug is. Yeah, there's the invoice.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I wanted to use because we have our own brand of coffee with the mugs. It might be a nice Christmas thing or a sponsor package or
But
something.
you have to order 72.
Yeah, well, we have 72 people we could do it with. You just have to stock them and then use them as you go along.
Believe me, you'll go through 72 faster than you think.
See, the problem here is I went to water. We got away from the water bottles because the garbage in the
Good.
water bottles, we were destroying the earth.
I hate water bottles.
Okay, so I got a big drum of water, 5 gallons, and I fill it. I bring it, and then we have a water dispensary over here next to the coffee machine, right?
Yeah,
Think it's a good idea.
absolutely.
People want the
100%.
bottles.
Yeah.
So now they're taking the regular cups that we use for coffee to fill up for the water because I brought these little baby
They
cups.
want people need water. You need to hydrate, so we need bigger cups.
You need bigger cups. I'm thinking of having 12 straws come out of it so when people sit here, they can suck on it.
As
As a
long as
matter
you
of
get the
fact-
aluminum straws.
Yes, what I was thinking is I'm going to take my promo cup and keep it filled with water because when I leave here, I don't have a water bottle and the cup isn't enough for the rest of my day. So I'm thinking if I fill our big cups with our big mugs
right.
with water, then I can keep it going.
And it'll stay cold for several hours.
I can't believe the amount of junk you have on that table. That table that's a penny table. You see all the pennies?
Why is not necessarily mine?
It's all yours. I only have one thing.
Really?
Look what I did. I went in there and I pulled something. You know what this is?
It's
My
Dawn.
Dawn doll.
This is a 1968 Dawn doll. This was actually sold in
Yes.
this country. Now, I want to know, because I seen Dawn wear this outfit, including the orange shoes. Remember?
Fact.
I would like to know if you got dressed or was it dressed this way and you copied it or the other way around?
She was dressed that way, and I just happened to have the same outfit
You got the same outfit.
Yeah.
You got the same skirt, you got the same shoes, you got the same top.
because I am a walking Dawn doll. Just ask Faith Washington.
So have you ever seen that doll before?
I had Dawn dolls.
You had Dawn dolls.
I didn't have Barbies. I had Dawn dolls.
Do they still sell that in this country?
Yes.
They do. They sell Dawn dolls in the
I don't know if
country.
they're on toys, but you can find them on
Where
Etsy.
the hell did you find
Etsy,
this?
I think, or Amazon. The Dawn doll. I dressed her and everything. Look, and she's even my size, right? This is totally me. She's petite because Barbie is like Faith, right? 6 feet. And then there's the Dawn doll. You know, Barbie and Dawn doll are like me and Faith Washington.
Yes.
I'm not so
I looked up
talented.
the Freddy doll. You know what it was? The Exorcist.
It was the bobblehead.
It was the Exorcist. It was a
the bobblehead that
demon.
Jeff's
It was a
collecting for you.
demon doll. A demon doll.
Did your head spin?
Yes.
Projectile?
Yes.
Lovely.
And sort of came off and popped it back on.
About those bobbleheads. What's the minimum on those?
I don't know. Actually, they have a low minimum.
Imagine getting a bobblehead to put Freddie in your car slick.
That would be so hilarious. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to get a mock-up. I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, don't do that because I'll order them.
We should.
Now, tomorrow morning, because we're doing the morning show tomorrow, as far as I'm,
Yes?
at 9 o'clock, I want to do a Howard Stern's movie. I want you tomorrow morning to get in your car, and at 9:10, I want everybody to toot their horn. I want to see if
9:10.
anybody's listening. Now, if I go outside and nobody's doing it, there's going to be blood all over the place. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, boy.
You're going to see the bobblehead doll.
And we've got a
bobblehead.
great guest tomorrow morning, actually, also.
Who do we got?
Sandra Torres.
Talking
About women in business.
So I'll send the
9 a.m.
I send the producers out there. They'll toot their horns.
So 9 a.m.
But I want to toot the horn. And if you toot your horn, I'll get you a bobblehead doll.
Let's go to commercial break on that note. 888-994-4995. Oh, man. I got to tell you, there was nothing I could do even on that moment in
You
time.
didn't even stop.
What
it,
could
man.
I do?
There was a time when you used to. I gotta get the embarrassment out. There was a time when you would protect me.
Stay tuned. That was Beyond. And we'll be right back.
Now he's.
Go.
He's.
You got the 12.
Kids for Kids Ministry. The vision is to see children in Haiti emerge from extreme poverty into an extraordinary destiny in Christ. The problem is the orphans in Haiti lack clean water to drink and food sustainability. These children need art-integrated education, medical needs, shoes, clothes, a lunch program, and teacher salary aid. The mission is to sponsor local leaders in Haiti to support them in the care of orphans and vulnerable children. In January of 2020, Kids for Kids traveled to Haiti to visit the orphans at their home and at their school. The school has now grown to 30 children attending daily classes, but there are many things to improve upon. To help us or to donate, contact Patty Paget at Kids for Kids Ministry, 561-876-1710. That's Kids for Kids Ministry at 561-876-1710.
Sometimes you need to shake things up a bit, to be a little adventurous, to make your meals pop. Don Pablo Coffee Growers and Roasters has that special ingredient. That little bit of adventure in a bottle to take your dinner to the next level. So take a leap and try one of Don Pablo's fresh roasted specialty coffee meat rubs on your beef, chicken, or pork. You'll never go back to boring again. Go ahead, rub it on your meat.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.daniellebuljan.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Yeah, we're back.
We are back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Jeff, thank you for joining us because what are we talking about today? It was kind of hot topics. Slick, how'd that go for you? He went and picked up some chairs because you are redoing one of the studio sets at WWNN.
Yes, and they called me today because apparently there's somebody that wants to use it.
Oh, fantastic. So you got the chairs ready to rock and roll?
Yes, we're putting all the pieces together. I got to see how it works. But I wanted to bring up the point that Jeff went and put the signage up.
It's beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
What you did, I've never seen the AMP logo so big in my life. And I had to sit in there for a little bit. And you got to understand my journey.
Where is the AMP logo?
When you walk into Leslie's office, it's on the right-hand wall. It's the whole wall.
Oh, wait,
Nice.
we did. So he didn't put it in that room, that big room?
No. We put it in the back room.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Leslie's.
Okay.
And it's spectacular. And then the producers are working underneath it, and then you got the table there for. But not being said, I mean, it just brought back my journey of when I started this thing and how I talked to Gio and all the things that we did to get to this point. And I was like shocked, you know. And here I am sitting and I'm sending him pictures, and he says, "Wow, you talk about 360? Simple signage."
But yeah, right. So we're looking for space. Like I have a office space and I do a lot of work from home, but we're looking for space. But it's amazing when you put up a sign with your logo on it. Big black letters, the Brooklyn
beautiful.
Cafe.
Yeah.
But it's amazing when you sit back and you look at it. I'm dying to see my cow on a 6x6
I
graphic.
can imagine that's going to
Like,
be breathtaking.
So, you know, you're not the first person to say that. When you get to see your accomplishment on a wall, on a billboard, it just brings it all home, right?
It does.
So,
And it makes you feel.
it's amazing.
It makes you feel that you do have a platform.
Yep.
And, you know, I invite 1,000 people, 100,000 people. Come on, let me hear what you got to say, blah, blah, blah. But for 2 minutes, I sat there. And it's funny because Jody sort of walked in and then she walked out because she knew for a minute I just had to be there for the moment and say, wow, it's unreal that it's in front of me. Now, I had the same feeling when I first came here. And we spoke to the owner, the landlord. And I told him, you know, I had a dream of this place. And we weren't even signing with him at the beginning
I
yet.
know.
We were going somewhere else that ended up going the other way. But signage makes the difference. Branding makes the difference. A lot of people have asked me all the shows that we produce because it's their show. I don't even put AMP's commercial on there. I don't do nothing with AMP on there, which I should change that. So you talk about something that I would change is that to let people know this is an AMP2 television production. It's a new Dawn Media production because Dawn does productions as well. Even the kids. Did you know the 2020 production team is on the set and what have you? Makes a big difference.
Yeah. And it's funny because I remember when you were getting this place and you were a little nervous and you weren't
Petrified.
sure. But look at this place. It's amazing. It's amazing. This place is amazing. What you guys have transformed this to from what it first was. Because you sent me video when you were first in here.
With Hector.
You
With
sent me
Hector,
video.
right?
Yeah. You sent me video. This is what I'm looking at. And it was nothing. And now look at it. And
I remember.
you got everybody's touch in here.
Everybody's
Touch is in
Yes.
here. So what you guys have done, and you should be proud, and you should be sitting back and looking at this stuff and going, we did it, because you did.
Well,
It's home.
we're almost there. Now comes the business aspect of it as well. I mean, we have an artist back here painting.
Yeah, I was just going to say, do you know you have an
She's
artist?
painting,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's awesome.
Mary's come, and Jay said that he's going to come and start painting here as well.
Good.
Because it's a good feel place where you can come and there's a sea of tranquility. I mean, we have a piece of art here. This piece of art, this girl was flown in from England.
I love this. I like these.
Those are by Amy Rashevsky.
They're gorgeous.
They are.
And that's Mary Sailboats. That's
And the
Jay
art in the
Herman.
main room is just, it's gorgeous. Like it looks beautiful.
Well, we're keeping it flowing and going. Now, I'm excited to announce that we're going to be doing an artist show where the artists are going to be here and we're going to be talking to them and maybe putting them in the network room so they can do their own thing. And we want people to know the story behind the art. You know, there's a story behind that cow. Right?
$500,000 story.
Yes. But the bottom line here is if you were selling a painting or an artwork, this is pencil, that's pencil. There's a story. The story becomes even bigger than the artwork.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Tell us the story behind your cow.
So actually, when I moved down here, I had to come up with a name, and we came up with a basic name, and then we needed something different. And my friend in Canada is also a graphics guy, and he designed a quick little logo, which is actually this logo on my sleeve, and that's what I used. And I said, you know, we're missing something. I'm a branding company, and I'm missing something, and I can't figure it out. And I joined a BNI group, and you know, BNI makes you, come up with a tagline. So branding, what can I talk about branding? Well, what do you brand? You brand a cow. So branding is not just for cattle anymore. Now there's a couple of vegan people in that BNI group, so I was afraid I was going to offend them. So thankfully I didn't. But as soon as I came up with that, I'm like, okay, we got to come up with a cow. And I started looking online for different cows. And So I saw something similar to what I have, but not as cute. So I sent it to another designer, and I said, do something with this. And they came up with that.
But this is outstanding.
And then I did
This is a great mug, by the way.
Then I did
This mug is outstanding.
I know, I love those. And they're actually very reasonably priced. But the thing was, I started a contest. So I don't know if Tommy Hibbert, we did a name the cow contest. So everybody thought her name should be Brandy because it's branding. And I said, no, but she's got a gorgeous bell. Bell, cowbell. Well, we all need more cowbell.
We all need more
So
cowbell.
that's how she became Belle and not Brandy.
She's
so
adorable.
That could have been an F up right there, but I'm sticking with that one.
It's a remarkable tool for branding,
Yeah.
and it's something that children, because we're starting the TV, the Kids Network as well. Even children,
Yeah.
it's not offensive. It's really
It's
laid
exactly.
back.
And that's why I also gave her the big blue eyes. But then I trademarked her. So she's
Did you?
trademarked, yeah. I did it.
It's a
myself.
fantastic
You
piece.
did it yourself?
Yeah, I did it myself. Should have paid a lawyer to do it.
You know, she has what you call
Udders.
others and some other
Udders and
Udders,
others and
others,
mothers
just-
and a mother
yeah.
fogger and all that fun stuff.
Mother Fogger.
A mother fogger.
But this is it's brilliant stuff, And the funny thing is that they paid $2.6 million for a 30-second spot at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the reason is because they're trying to keep it so that you remember it. And a cow, you can't forget it.
So as time has gone on, since I moved down here and I started doing this, a lot of people say, you're the cow guy. You're the cow guy.
That's right.
So it brings a big smile on my face that people are recognizing it. And my suppliers all love it. Like when I do something, and I do a project with my suppliers for my own promotional stuff, they all love it, because they love working with it. It's happy, right?
Yes.
It's a happy cow.
It is.
So, that's why I love it so much. It's probably the best, that is the best, next to marrying my wife, is the best decision.
With the
A
cow?
kid,
or
I don't know.
The cow?
The cow, yeah.
Was
But
it
promoting your business is so important to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. But
And getting it out there. What makes us stand out from other production companies?
I don't know.
Well,
you
that's what it
guys
is.
really-
That's what you got to figure out. What is it and what are you,
you
going
guys,
to brand?
but it's you guys.
It's us and Bubbleheads.
Yeah, but no, it's in Bubbleheads.
Well,
But
I'm so doing it. I'm gonna take a picture of the two of you. I'm gonna do one for you too. I take a picture of you. I'm gonna send it to my guy, and I have him do mock-ups of bobbleheads
that
for you
is
guys.
hilarious.
I know,
It's funny because there's a lot of dreams in here. The guys, the kids, and the kids and DJ have all these dreams. Like we talked about the soccer thing. We talked about doing something at the baseball stadium. We're doing the Latino thing. You're doing the millennial things. Their numbers are growing.
Yeah.
Everybody's sending me texts. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah,
Yep.
But the funny thing is, if you have a business, you could be amazing too.
absolutely.
I mean, I'm not doing this for. I didn't even like the camera.
It's
Do you know that I
consistency.
was never on the camera? At the
I don't like the
beginning of this
camera
thing?
either.
I never wanna be on the
look,
camera.
I'm not the thinnest guy, but I ain't so.
Yeah, but
I said, give me the lens that
you
takes
look
off
like
20
you
times.
look
Doesn't
like
this take
No,
off 20
look
pounds?
at it.
you look. Put him up again.
No,
you look
I
like
don't
the
wanna-
Polish power, Ivan Puski. You remember
No.
Ivan Puski?
No, I know who it is. No.
You do. You look like a
look.
bodybuilder.
No.
No, what's the matter?
I don't like it.
What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm thinking, is that really his name?
Yes, I trained
Yeah.
with him in New York.
Yeah, he was a wrestler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Irish power Puski.
Just don't call me Butterball. No, I'm kidding.
No.
That was
no,
a
not at all.
boxer.
Mine, yeah, I know. He was strong as hell.
He's a bull.
Yeah.
And he got his butt beat by Tyson.
By Tyson. But he beat the other guy who beat Tyson. That's Peter.
The guy in Japan. What was
No,
that?
no, that other. No, that the guy else.
Slick, pipe in at any time, please.
Yeah.
Who is it? You know?
He beat Tyson. He was one of the first guys to beat Tyson. Bubba, not Bubba.
Baba Booey?
No.
Teddy's
that's
looking it up for you.
Mazuza? No.
No, the guy that beat Tyson was in Japan. And Tyson only lost one fight. No?
No, he lost a few.
Matsui?
Really?
Buster Douglas.
Oh yes, Douglas.
Buster Douglas.
Buster.
Butterbean beat Buster Douglas.
Yes, and Buster beat Tyson because Tyson decided not to train for that fight. I
Yeah.
was watching Tyson. They're running all these Tyson reruns on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah.
My goodness gracious, that guy was vicious.
I have to tell you, you were right. Mama Ali is the one that won.
Yes.
It was Mama Ali's
I'm never wrong,
humanitarian
honey.
award.
The big dog is never wrong.
So that is true. We need to bring her in.
And coronavirus
She's
on
amazing.
pets, never wrong. Never wrong. And the thing about walking on your knees in Mexico, true story, never wrong.
Your stories are tremendous.
But it's true story. It's true.
Your stories are, I know, you leave Jeff speechless is all I can tell you.
Jeff, if you hang out with me, you too shall get a chapter.
I would love to hang out with you. You just need the time and place.
Well, he's invited me to go see the Rangers.
Yeah, we're gonna go. So my goal is to get that logo on the. I'm going tonight
On the Jumbotron?
on the jumbotron in the Florida Panthers. That's my goal.
Which logo? Brandy?
The cow. Yeah.
Well, then I need to talk to you because we do something with them every
Do
year.
you know yesterday was 3 years
Yeah.
since our ADL,
ADL.
event?
And they put the show up on the
Well,
score.
I'm going tonight to see the Bruins. I saw the Leafs last week, and
So why don't we
and I wanna-
collaborate on a deal?
Okay.
We do this every year,
Okay.
and we'll partner up somehow to get your logo on the Tron.
During a hockey game.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
during the break in the action.
Well, listen. I have a buddy who works for Ryan. He works for the Panthers.
We know Ryan.
So, you know Ryan?
Yeah, it was the first guy they assigned us. No,
I don't think so.
we met with the VP, and then they
I don't
assigned.
know. I
people.
can't. I can't.
Anyways,
so many moving
I still
parts.
can't get over Anthony sitting here. So you got me on that one. Boom.
I can't believe you.
Don is still stuck on that. That's funny.
Yeah. Well.
We did a show down at the stadium, right? We have the big room, the ambassador room. And then we go upstairs and we hang out. And we
Yeah.
watch the game, we're
Yeah.
drinking, eating. What I would like to do is do a mini now up on top and record it because I know we're not going to be able to shoot it out.
We did a show when we aired it live. We were at the
We
big
did it
event room.
live at the big event room. But I'm talking about we should go upstairs with this 20,000 people up there.
I was looking at some of the pictures because my dad reposted everything last night, and I'm looking at the picture was you and your family and me and my kids and my parents, and there's this big guy in the back who must have photobombed us in a big red jersey going like this crazy pose that for
remember
3
that.
years,
Really?
neither one of us remembered it. And so I looked at the picture last night and said, who is this guy? This guy totally came and photobombed this picture that we did not even know for 3 years.
You get to shoot a slap shot into the net. They bring you
If you
downstairs
saw
to
my
the ice.
slap shot, it's not going into the net.
No,
Actually, ours did.
you should have seen
Really?
this one. This one jumped up so high she hit the ceiling because she got it in.
I know, I was so
But you
excited.
guys have never seen that, right? You
Teddy
guys
was
weren't
there
with
with
us.
us
That's awesome.
last year
Teddy, were you with us?
at BB&T.
Oh, yes.
The slap shot.
I didn't get to see the slap shot.
You didn't go down to the slap shot?
No, I had to leave first.
Okay, memo to you.
Never leave.
Don't leave.
Don't ever leave us.
Don't ever leave. We got.
Now I'm not allowed to.
Pretty
this-
much, that's true.
This year, we're going to see if they'll give us a tour of the hockey, of the
locker rooms?
locker rooms.
I think that sounds
I think we're
spectacular.
going to take some films and
And
stuff.
Danielle Bujan was with us. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, Danielle Bujan.
Wait,
her.
you went into the Panthers locker room?
No, we're going
Imagine
to ask
sending
this year.
Danielle Bujan into the locker
Yeah.
room.
Listen, my kid played hockey. Let me just save you. You don't want to go into the locker room.
That stinks, I know. But they
Yeah,
have they have the place where they do the interviews and stuff. I don't want to go into
It
the
still
smelly locker
smells.
room. Is that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to go there.
No, you don't want to go in.
Nope.
I'll
Nothing.
just tell you.
At Yankee Stadium, they give you a tour of the locker rooms, but there's no players.
Yeah. Well,
So maybe we get some.
I
people
just
in-
promise you, when they just come off that ice, that's not the place you want to be.
It stinks.
Oh, it's.
Did you see what happened? So last week, one of the goalies, actually, he was the Zamboni driver.
They
He
had
became
And they
the
beat the
goalie.
Leafs.
both goalies went down. They asked the Zamboni driver to be the goalie, and they freaking won the
They
game.
won the game.
They beat my Leafs.
I have to
was
tell you, one
not
of my
happy.
That
bucket
is the
lists
most
is to be a
embarrassing.
Zamboni
I think
driver.
heads should roll in Toronto for that.
That is
That's
the most
brutal.
embarrassing thing I've ever
That's
heard.
just
He
brutal.
was a good Zamboni driver. I want to go on a Zamboni.
Time out. Forget about
Oh,
the
that's fun.
Zamboni.
That's
I wanna
fun.
go on a
That's
This
fun.
guy
on the
stopped them
Zamboni.
from scoring.
What, like 8 times or something? Wasn't it 7 or 8 times he
Yeah,
blocked the goal?
several times.
That's
He stopped the
spectacular.
puck, yeah.
What does that tell you?
That's like me going on the rink and stopping all them shots.
So then one of the guys on CBS on the morning show, he tried it. He said he will never do that again. He'll never say he can do it because he couldn't.
That's right. Don't ever think you can walk in somebody's shoes because you can't.
No.
But imagine the Zamboni driver. How cool was that for him? Like, what were they thinking? They were just out of goalies, and they said,
No,
No,
is there a
the
league
two
rule you could
goalies
do
went
that?
down.
They
and
went
you
down.
have-
They got hurt.
And you have to have an emergency goalie. Now, that emergency goalie actually could go for either team. So if the two goalies went down for Toronto that night, they would have had a problem. So, but it was Carolina's guy that went down.
But wait a minute. The Zamboni driver is the designated relief?
He drives a Zamboni. He wasn't the Zamboni driver for the arena.
I
Yeah,
thought
but
they
he's a
just got-
designated guy?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is he on the roster?
He's not rostered. He's just
what is
there.
he?
Six man.
Six
Six
man.
man?
Yeah.
Man, you don't even know if he's gonna put on the jersey.
So legally, the league knows about this guy? It's not
Yeah.
like they went to the
He's
crowd and
registered.
picked somebody.
He's
It's not like
reg-
a baseball game. They pick you and then you start pitching.
Yeah, no, he's registered with the league.
Okay.
As a spare. But I
That's
honestly, and I've
that
been
makes
watching
sense
hockey
now.
all my life. I that's the first time I've ever seen that.
That's got to be everyone's dream. Like, if you think you love football and one of the players goes down and they go, "Oh, we need a fill-in," right? Is that like a guy's dream?
No.
Hey, yeah, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady's
Football?
Tom,
I
yeah.
think that's
No,
like a guy's
no.
dream.
If Julian Edelman goes
No.
down, I'll go in for him.
I coached arena, like right below the arena league. No, you don't want to do that.
You wouldn't want to fill in for somebody?
Absolutely not.
But maybe that's not your thing.
It is not. I know pain. I know when you get hit, it's like running
Well,
into
not
a
at
truck.
this point, dad bag guy, but maybe
Not at this point. Not at his point. Not at her point. No. When you get hit at the professional level, I'm gonna tell you. Did you see the guy that just ran under 4.2? He weighed
At the
380
combine.
pounds.
I didn't see it. I heard about it.
It is the fastest two linebackers in the history of the planet. Do you know when a guy at that weight, 380 pounds of sheer rock muscle, hits you?
I'm calling
What are you,
steroids.
4'2"? Call
I'm
the
calling
ambulance.
steroids. I'm calling steroids.
Call the ambulance.
Would you ever want to be called in for like a game or anything? Is that a dream?
No.
You could go to an ice camp.
See,
I played hockey.
Aaron talks
I wasn't
about it all
very
the
good,
time.
but I played. I played hockey.
You skate and everything?
I can skate. I can skate. I'm a decent
He's
skater.
Canadian. I
I
still
can't
never
skate.
understood
I
why Canada's
can't-
a different country.
I could never really get a pass, catch a pass properly.
Which is your
I could
favorite
shoot.
team?
The Leafs.
In Toronto.
The Leafs, yeah.
We should do a show from Toronto at the stadium.
I'll go with you. We gotta go.
You're
Listen,
going to be the reason we're there.
but wait a second. It cannot be between. It cannot be
Oh, we've got
between.
stipulations.
Yeah, between September and June. No,
What happens in September and June?
it's what's it like in New York?
Oh, you mean the
between
cold
September-
weather?
Yeah,
It gets cold in September?
yeah,
You've only got 3 months of good weather in Toronto?
pretty much. If you're lucky.
So in December it's
I hate
okay?
it. No, December
wonder
is
you're
not
in
okay.
Florida.
No, July and August, we're good.
Oh, so you have to go in July. Do they even play hockey in July and August?
No,
So far we're playing to an empty stadium.
right.
You and everyone else know with
You
the
and the
coronavirus.
coronavirus, yes. Empty stadium will be right there.
That's right.
How do
Oh,
we
that's
do
Yeah, I'm
what we do?
hilarious. That's
I'm
hilarious.
kidding. No. So then I'd go early season. Go if we're serious. Go early season.
You are that much of a hockey fan.
I love the Leafs. But here's the problem with the Leafs. Well, I don't want to get into this. The tickets are expensive. Like what I pay for tickets here, I was sitting 6th row, middle, pretty much between
You'd be up in the nosebleed up in Toronto.
No, not even. It was $109 a ticket. In Canada, those tickets are $1,000.
Oh, gosh.
Is that American money or Canadian money?
Well, it's Canadian.
So what's his transfer in American dollars?
close.
$1,000, like $700. It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
But aren't they better than the Panthers?
Yeah.
Nah.
No?
They are.
Really?
Are they going to make the playoffs?
I don't know.
If they make
I
the
don't know.
playoffs, it's a crapshoot. Look at the Washington Nationals,
Well, as a
world
matter of fact,
champions.
As a matter of fact, it's between the Panthers and the Leafs.
There you go.
As to who makes the playoffs.
There you go.
Really?
But look what happened
That
when the
close?
Washington Nationals became champions. I think they,
Yeah,
I
but-
thought they stunk. They
but
just got on a
listen,
roll.
You guys got to give the Panthers a chance. All right, like again,
I don't
I
hate-
love the Leafs, but the Panthers, it's still a fairly young team, but Florida's not hockey town like Chicago, New York.
What about Tampa
Toronto.
Bay?
What about Tampa Bay?
Best
Still
team in the
Florida,
league.
though.
The best team in the country.
Now? Are
Hockey?
they still?
Absolutely. They're the best. Tampa?
No.
They're the best. And I can't stand them, but you know why I know about them? Because my son, his family, they are giant hockey Tampa Bay fans.
Well, that's
So
their
when the
problem.
Rangers go overboard, they give me the business.
So, well,
The Lightning.
Teddy's into it also.
It's a great, and it's a beautiful arena.
I
You
just
ever been
love
there?
hockey.
It's a
I just love
beautiful
hockey. And the players make the game. Because the players, so there was a kid from Toronto at the Toronto game who wrote a sign that says, I traveled 2,362 miles to be here to watch Mitch Marner score a goal, you know, whatever. And Mitch Marner's girlfriend gave him a stick and a puck. You know, this kid was a celebrity.
Game was stick and a puck.
Yeah, right. A game-used stick. Okay, like they do that. They do that to make the experience for the fans. They just do that.
So are
Fan
you,
experience.
are you a big sports person?
I'm a football and a
Who's your
hockey-
favorite football team?
The Patriots.
You know, there was a moment when you and me were friends.
Yeah.
You have crossed that line.
Yeah.
I cannot stand the Patriots.
Your bobblehead is gonna look so funny right now.
I gotta tell you, all due respect, I warned her. I lost a bet. The Brady beats the Jets. I had to wear a Boston Red Sox uniform against the Jets, and we were winning until the last 30 seconds, and Brady pulled it out. I had to wear a Red Sox jersey at Yankee Stadium, and I had to pay $5,000 in tickets for 4 people behind home plate.
That's a big bet.
And when I went to the bathroom, I almost got beat to death. My sons had to run out to get a cop. They were going to beat me to death. I said, I'm not even a freaking Patriot fan. I'm wearing this because I lost a bet. That's how much I was into football. And you know why? I mean, still a Jet fan after freaking 40 years of misery. Is because I'm a fanatic. I'm a fun fanatic to sports.
The problem with the Jets is the only thing that touches down is their airplane.
The problem with the Jets is everywhere. But you know what? It's everywhere. But you know, when you're a fan, you're a fan.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how bad they play. Like the Mets are gearing up and they're gonna make a run. So when the Mets were in the World Series against Kansas City, I used to run home from the radio station to see the game. And I tell everybody, I used to shut my phone off. I said, nobody talk to me. And when they lost to the Kansas City Royals, I was throwing my shoes at the TV. I was so upset.
You have left me speechless.
But I love my home teams.
Yeah.
And it isn't that I don't like the Dolphins. I don't. But I remember
It's not like I don't like them, I just don't.
A.J. Dewey intercepted Richard Todd and ran it back, and the Jets lost because the Dolphins, they didn't cover the field. McNeil was the running back, the leading running back in the league. They didn't cover the field. It was a mud bowl.
Listen, don't talk to me about that. The Miami Miracle, which is the only miracle that's ever happened in Miami. 2 years ago, they beat the Patriots because it was the stupidest. It was just no.
That was a setup.
It was a setup.
It was a setup.
I believe something happened.
Do you know how much money people made for that game betting the Dolphins? Millions. And they couldn't tackle a guy running 90 yards, 110 yards, whatever he ran.
Teach you tackling in football practice, both offense and defense, and broadcasting couldn't tackle.
And listen, did you pick the winning team for the Super Bowl?
Oh, no, not at all.
You picked the wrong team?
My team always loses before like the second round of playoffs.
So
Do you
who's
know
your-
my friend Freddie over here?
I had the Chiefs,
Yes.
but my money was, heavy money I had was on the 49ers.
I just want you to know that you may not fill in for a football game, but if J-Lo ever called me up, I'm going.
If she called me, I'm going too.
I will go too.
As a matter of fact, I will drive you there.
I will. Whatever you need for that. I
We'll
will
lift
do
her, you know those
Yes,
things?
that's right.
You won't even have to walk.
I assure you, if J-Lo calls for you at any point in time, whatever you need, you can count on pretty much any male.
Everybody in
in
here.
Teddy, I've got Freddie and Jeff on one side lifting me up for J-Lo.
That's
Can you just
right.
visualize that one?
No problem.
Damn straight.
No problem. Now, did you see how J-Lo, talking
They
about
crossed over
branding, you saw how J-Lo's daughter sang, right? And they became unmerciful because J-Lo tried to match a little wits with the hottie toddy.
Shakira.
Shakira was younger than her and everything else, and she tried to match wits. All of a sudden, they're saying crotch shots and all this stuff that was going on. I thought J-Lo did a great job.
J-Lo is J-Lo.
All I know is that if there was any time for a wardrobe malfunction, that would have been it.
Thank God
During
there
that
wasn't.
halftime-
But there
during
wa-
that
but you
halftime
know
show.
what? But let's-
Many men were
But
praying.
staying away from malfunctions, I thought that J-Lo put on a pretty good show. The thing with the pole, all of a sudden, I'm reading all this stuff about how she was man-polling and all. I don't think so. I think she was just putting on a show.
100%. But J-Lo,
You're
I'm
not
in.
buying it.
What, buying what? I love J-Lo. I love me some J-Lo.
Yeah, but you didn't think that
I'd love me
J-Lo
some
on
J-Lo
that,
too.
on that pole was a scary thing? Was he like a malfunction? She shouldn't have done it?
I think she should do whatever she wants to do. She had no wardrobe malfunction. She did nothing inappropriate. It was a show.
thought it
She
was
was
a
in Miami, and you know what?
Most
she did it.
watched halftime show in
She
the
and
history of the
Shakira
Super
brought
Bowl.
it in the
Really?
history of the space
Most
of
watched.
Miami.
Most watched. It came out
I thought
most
the
watched.
Prince one was.
No, most watched. I thought that the malfunction one would be, because I'm going to tell you, my eyeballs, I still haven't unglued them from the TV.
Such a guy.
Well, it's not that. She showed I watch.
Who?
What's his name that did it?
Justin Timberlake.
And did it make him? Did it blow him up?
No.
Did it blow her up?
Oh, yeah. But then she hasn't done anything since.
Uh-huh. So how did it blow her up? Because she has a nipple.
That was an F.
Everybody in this room has a nipple. The hell does that mean? So what? They got a new beach in West Palm. Did you see? It was voted in. Did you see that?
I think
No.
it's
They got a new beach. Nude.
yeah.
You think I want to
For
go up
more
there and see
information
wrinkle
for
people?
promo stuff for you, you can
Wrinkle
contact
people.
Jeff at promo
If you're a
stuff
wrinkle, go up to the West Palm
number
Beach.
for you. What's your phone number, Jeff?
561-693-2117.
I'm not allowed to say that?
You can say anything you want.
West Palm
Contact
Beach,
Jeff at
Naked
promo
Beach.
stuff for you. Wow, what a day, Freddie.
Can we talk about the naked beach in West Palm Beach tomorrow's morning show?
Yes.
Join us tomorrow because at 9:10 you're going to be blowing your horn.
We're gonna be
Maybe we
honking.
go to West Palm Beach.
Find the news beach.
New beach. You're going to run right into it. I'm going to tell you, you ain't going to like what it looks like. That's all I got to say.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, and also at 9 a.m. drive time tomorrow.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Are we done? Okay.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.